Whether you call it Emancipation Day, Freedom Day, or Juneteenth, it's the commemoration of the end of slavery in the United States. Massachusetts declared Juneteenth as a state holiday in 2020, and it became federally recognized a year later. On Wednesday, June 19th, the town of Needham held its first observance of the holiday. Local, state, and federal officials spoke about how celebrating Juneteenth is a bittersweet occasion and why the fight for freedom continues today. Here's Churro Kerr with the details.
In the middle of the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed enslaved people in the rebelling states.
I do order and declare that all persons held as slaves within said designated states and parts of states are and henceforward shall be free.
It took over 2 more years for Union troops to make it to Texas, where they announced the decree on June 19, 1865.
Ancient Jewish scholars and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King both said the same thing that still informs our legal system today. Justice delayed is justice denied. Juneteenth recognizes 2.5 long years of justice delayed. It recognizes the justice denied to generations of Black Americans.
The work to maintain hard-fought freedoms continues today.
And as Congressman Lewis reminded Americans before his death, voting rights were then, and remain now, the fundamental guarantor of the absolute equality envisioned by the Juneteenth Proclamation. And that right of access and empowerment at the ballot box continues to be undermined. The enemies of free and fair elections are working hard to erode that bulwark in advance of November. On Juneteenth, we resolve to fight back. We will use every lever of law and every avenue of advocacy to ensure that every voter is clothed in the dignity of citizenship and that every vote is tallied. The legacy of Juneteenth demands nothing less.
It's been said that celebrations of the end of slavery have 3 goals: to celebrate, to educate, and to agitate. Juneteenth is a day to recognize the jubilation of Emancipation Day, and it is also an opportunity to grapple with America's original sin of slavery and its lasting repercussions even to this day.
On this day, the evil institution of slavery in the United States was effectively ended. This is the day when America became a little more American.
Juneteenth is one of those important events now in our community because it is a public demonstration on the steps of our town hall. And it shows that our community is actively engaged in working to better understand and acknowledge our country's history. We acknowledge our respect for the principles that are the foundation of freedom in our nation. And we continue to build a sense of belonging in this present and importantly for the future of our community.